cops just turned the corner and they're like, what the fuck is going on right now?
You're alone again. I shouldn't be thinking of you, thinking of me. I know.
Greetings, everyone. This is Mike from the Daily Bread comic, and this is the Daily Bread podcast where I talk about life stuff and things that have happened in my life and educate the people about things they didn't ask to know. And before I get into today's topic, which is going to be the jorts party from 10 years ago, if you follow my Instagram and if you're looking through my stories on Saturday, I posted a picture, but we'll get into that shortly. Real quick, make sure you go sign up on my website. If you go to yourdailybread.com, B-R-E-D, or if you go to yourdailybread.com/checklist, I have the couples checklist. It's going to be a weekly email that I send out starting this Friday. What the fuck is it going to be? I don't know, August something. Go sign up for it. It's going to be kind of like if you get the universe emails, which I sign up for. If you don't get those, go sign up for those. They're great. It's theuniverse.net, and it's just these daily emails from the universe, which are fantastic. I've been getting these since like 2011, I think. Every single day I read every one of them. But I was trying to think of something fun to do with the book that I got coming up, which is the couples checklist, and I thought, how cool would it be to just every week send out something random for couples to do. So it's going to range from sweet to weird. And I don't know. I'm just gonna just kind of like the comic. They'll randomly come to me and I'll send them out. So go do it. It's free. And eventually I'll start like being like, hey, you should buy the book. So it'll turn into a marketing ploy. But for now, you don't have to buy anything. You could just get these emails and then you can share them with people. All right, great. So that's gonna happen this week. So now on to the jorts party. Now I am a giant fan of getting dressed up and drinking with friends. What have I done? Christ, I've done like. I've done a Santa bar crawl. What the fuck else have we done? I mean, just like Halloween is great, where you just get dressed up and just drink. I mean, it just takes the volume and just puts it up to 11, I guess, if you'd say. People just seem a lot more amped up to. They're just like more loose, I guess, when they're out and they're dressed up and drinking. So in 2007, I'd moved to Hoboken in New Jersey, and I was there for 3 years, and that's where I met my ex-wife. And so when she moved in, we were like both fans of like just getting dressed up and drinking, like, whenever it was possible, like just to go out. Like if friends had like some kind of themed party, like my buddy John had a Lebowski Halloween party years prior to that. This is before I moved to Hoboken. So we were there for 3 years, and then we moved to Morristown, New Jersey, where when I first got there, I was not a fan. Because I loved Hoboken so much, and I was really pissed off, and my landlord in Hoboken totally fucked me for my deposit, and so I was just like, started off in that town, and I was just not in a great mood. And luckily, my buddy Dave Patino, David Patino Photography, if you're looking for a photographer in New Jersey, northern New Jersey, maybe across the country. So I've known him since I was 18, and he was living in Morristown. So at this time, I'm probably about 31, I think, when he moved there. And so he had lived in this apartment complex where I think they called it the commune. I think that was the name of it. So there was three guys in an apartment. Dave was by him. No, Dave was living with his girlfriend at the time. They had another neighbor, Roderick, and there was a couple more people. Oh my God, I'm totally forgetting everyone's name, and I really apologize if they're listening to this, which I highly doubt. So they had this great group of people, and so when we got there, we moved to Morristown. I was like, oh man, this sucks. I miss Hoboken. But we'd hang out with these guys, and they just became this crew that we would chill with, and we ended up playing kickball with these guys in this league, and always meeting up and drinking with these guys around town. And the town wasn't really big, and I think like one night someone randomly said, "Oh, we should throw a jorts," or someone mentioned jorts. I was like, "What the fuck is that?" And they're like, "It's where you have jean shorts and you cut them to where like your pockets peek out underneath them." And I don't know who came up with this idea, but they were like, "We should have a jorts party." And everyone was like, "Yes, we should do this." So there was so ten so Facebook this past Saturday sent me a notification for memories, and it was like 10 years ago today. This on this date it happened, and it was on a Saturday. So 10 years ago on that Saturday we had this party. It's crazy that it was just a decade and it ended up being on a Saturday. And I posted some of these pictures, and it was probably one of the fucking best parties I've ever been to. I mean, everyone just totally committed, and everyone was wearing these fucking jean shorts. And it was like 40 of us there, and just people would just show up fucking full on in these, and just the guys looked fucking hilarious. And a couple of us grew out like mustaches. Now, I can't grow facial hair for fucking shit, but I tried my best, and I grew out kind of like a handle, not a handlebar. It's like where it's a mustache, but then it goes down into a goatee, but you shave the goatee off, but kind of keep like I don't know what the hell it's called, and it looks awful. It's I mean I as I said I can hardly grow any facial hair, but I ended up having that for the party, and then we all got there, and it was like kind of common. Everyone's just like pointing out to everyone like it's like oh look at your jorts, look at your jorts. Oh good, there's a ambulance driving by. It's so loud. And going to save someone's life. Great. Interrupting my audio. And so we show up, and it was just that, like, yo, look at you, look at you. And then people just started to just get more and more fucking drunk. And nothing like crazy happened, but it was just such a great group of people that was everyone was just fucking laughing, and we're playing cornhole and doing shots. And I mean, it went late. And then there was some point where the cops got called is because the the it was in a parking lot. Now they had the apartment complex was on the front of it was on like I don't say like a main road, but it was just like it was on the street. And then in the back was this big ass dirt parking lot. It was like rock or stone parking lot and gravel, I guess. And that's where we all were. And I mean, just like a shit ton of people showed up, and we are just getting hammered. So I think it was like 10 o'clock at night, and it was definitely, I guess like the neighbors called the cops on us. So the cops roll around the corner, and someone's like, oh, cops are here. So immediately, the guys who live there, or just like a multitude of people, just rolled up to him just to talk to him because I think they thought it'd be hilarious as well. And the cops just turned the corner, and they're like, what the fuck is going on right now? And I think I heard one of them say that, and I just started losing my shit. And then at one point, we just kept getting drunker and drunker. And I said to my buddy Dave, I was like, oh, we should cut our shorts shorter. So we went into his kitchen and we were like just cutting. And there's pictures of, I don't know where these pictures went. They might still be on my Facebook. But we just started cutting the shorts shorter so we can get the pockets to go out longer. And it was so fucking amazing. And I can't believe that was 10 years ago. It's so crazy. Like my fucking life between then and now is so different. And it's just wild that that was like, I don't know, it's like wherever you're at in life, you think that that's the way it's going to be. And then you envision how your life's going to look like in the future. Or I've been very aware when moments like that happen, I'm very aware that I try to be in the moment and be like, I should really relish this because this could be a one-time opportunity where something like this happens. Because your environment can totally change. The people that you're surrounded with can totally change. Like everything can change in a long time, and it did for between then and now. I mean, everyone had moved out a couple years later. Um, One of our friends, he moved down to like Richmond, Virginia, who actually he had messaged me on Saturday because he was one of the pictures, and he was like, "Holy shit, this is crazy." And a bunch of people there who were there, they ended up like messaging me and saying like that was like the best time. And but like everyone had scattered from that point. Like I don't think anybody lives in Morristown anymore from that crew. I think no, I don't think anyone does because everyone just moved. And I just thought that was just gonna be like that forever. I mean, at that point, we were engaged. Yeah, we were engaged at that point. We were gonna get married. So I was like, this is awesome. Our this is how our married life is going to be, surrounded by these people. And it's sad because there was so many great moments like that in that town. I mean, I just ended up getting to know so many people, and we just, I don't know, it felt so great. And then I think that's one of the reasons I was so bummed or, crushed, I guess, when I got divorced, which I'm not gonna keep talking about today. But it's like that just turned the switch on everything. And, but that, I don't know, it's good to look back at those memories, even though having people, like having someone there with you that you don't like anymore, and you kind of just try to block things out or have just subconsciously block things out. They, then being part of the memory can ruin it. But there's a lot of memories where I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, I don't care because it was such a great time and we had a blast. I'm just gonna keep that one to be happy. So, and I've yet to find anyone since then who's wanted to have another one of these. And since I moved to Raleigh, uh, I've hosted. So I was part of that one. I've been part of a golf bar crawl where you get dressed up like golfers, and every bar you go to, every beer is a stroke, and every bar is like a certain par. But if you drink a water, you get it's like a bogey. What the hell is it? It's like you get a subtraction from it. So that was fun. We did one of those one time, and I used to host a clown bar crawl, which I think I've talked about in here. I think I did. I can't remember because I was so spread out with all these podcast episodes. And if I haven't, then I'll do that in another episode. But yeah, I wanted to throw like some kind of. Actually, I was going to do one, not a jorts one or a bar or a clown bar crawl, but I was going to do some kind of themed bar crawl for St. Patty's Day this past year, and obviously that didn't fucking happen. But it was going to be at the co-working space that I work at, which was HQ Raleigh, which has now just got its name just changed to Raleigh founded because they just were rebranding. I mean, there's more of a story, but I'm not gonna talk about that in my podcast. So I was talking to a couple people there, and I was gonna run it, and we were gonna just kind of bar crawl around town. I forget what the theme was gonna be, or what we're gonna dress up as. It might have been St. Patrick themed, like green or some crap. But right now, actually, I didn't even just think about that. Like, it's pretty much impossible now if you're a good person to throw a giant drinking event like that. It didn't even dawn on me that that's like you can't even do that right now. Fuck. It kind of makes more sense to reminisce about the times where you could do this. But if I had the chance to throw a bar crawl or a themed party, bar crawls are more fun because you just show up dressed up as shit and you walk into a bar. And the clown bar crawl one, just like we did it on like a Saturday, a random Saturday in September, and we started like 4 in the afternoon, just started walking into bars, and they were just like, "What the fuck? Like, is this a holiday?" We're like, "Nope, we just decided to do this." And the George thing was great because it's a confined area, so everyone's showing up there feels a little bit more less intimidated before they start drinking. Because when you get dressed up too, you feel a little bit like, "Fuck, this is gonna be like embarrassing," or "This is a lot." So if you haven't thrown one, you should, and they're fucking absolutely fantastic. So so that's my jorts party story, and it just kind of gives you, kind of just sheds a little bit more light on me as an individual and how this all ties into this whole comic thing that I'm doing, and making sense of what all this is between a podcast that a guy who draws a daily web comic is talking about his life, where I don't know, to me it makes sense. It's just me expressing and telling stories, and maybe it's entertaining to some people. But so that's all I got today. Again, go sign up for that couples checklist, and you can go to yourdailybread.com. I've got merch on there. I'm gonna get a Shopify store up soon to make it a little bit easier for people to buy stuff. And I do have stickers that should be in my mailbox right now that I just got from Sticker Mule. And I'll probably be posting them on my account today. But yourdailybread.com, B-R-E-D. Go there right in the top of the page. There's the email sign up list. Go do it. It's free. Starting this Friday. It's just going to be a weekly thing. For couples, And even if you're single, it's something that maybe you can look forward to doing with somebody. But they're just funny little things, and there's little check boxes that'll be like, we did this or we didn't do this, but I do like a little sarcastic twist on it. I think eventually I'm gonna have where you click on that and it actually goes to maybe a blog post and people can comment that they did it and like, oh, like this was great and we did this. So maybe, but I didn't want to hinder myself from launching this thing because I don't know what it's going to do. I want it to be very organic. So you sign up, you start getting them. If you have any ideas, just message me on Instagram because I don't have an email. I had Mike at yourdailybread.com, but I just got rid of it because I was like, I'm not spending fucking whatever dollars per year when I'm hardly using this fucking email, and I've got like two other things that I do where I get emails for. But that's it. So go and think about a bar crawl that you should do when this pandemic is eventually over and start planning for it. And if you sign up for the checklist, the couples checklist, make sure you share it with people because I want to grow this thing. That's all. Goodbye.